Hello, good evening. It is Nemi Batstone here with Nemi's Crafty Cafe. I'm located in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg, and it feels like it's been a while. I apologize for not being here consistently. It's just been a lot of a whirlwind trying to get back into routine, and with soccer and kids' activities, back to school. Can you believe kids are back to school in some areas, but in Manitoba they start next week. So it's hard to believe that the entire summer is now gone, although I don't believe we really had much of a summer with all the rain we're having these days. But you know, sunny days because I just got my packages of new catalogs. So this is the new mini. I can't show you the inside, we're not allowed, but you will be able to see it in beginning of September. It is also our feature for the upcoming retreat. So I always like to do my September 30th retreat with a kickoff of the new mini catalog. So my designers, which is Marie Strong, Barb McLeod, and Ashley Sokal, and myself have spent some time playing and trying to figure out what we're going to create, and we're done. So I think that's amazing. So I'm looking forward to sharing your welcome kits with you. So if you haven't yet signed up for our retreat, there is about 10 spots left. And it is packed with lots of good stuff. And of course, our Thanksgiving annual feast. So you definitely want to come check that out. Today, it's Monday. It's Global Design Day. So just so you know how my Mondays work. So I'm usually up around 5 a.m. checking to see what the Global Design Project is. I start work at 7:30. Today was 7:30 because we had a late night yesterday and family over, and then it's clean up. So it was a little exhausting. I couldn't get out of bed. And so had to figure all that out. And then I get ready for work, and I usually leave between 6:30 and 7. So I can start at 7, I can start at 7:30, as long as it's within that window. Then I got to work an 8.5 hour day. Then I get home, and then I'm pretty much left between, I get an hour to design. So I don't know if these are great, but I might have to push it out further in the week. I really don't like to, because they come out on Mondays, and I really like to share them with you, because Global Design Project challenges are only 1 week. So if I don't get them out and share what my thoughts are in my head early, then, and help you get some inspiration, then it only leaves you with the weekend sometimes to just, you know, find inspiration. So bear with me as I try and figure this out. And soccer is starting up, and they switched the schedule, so it's been really rough trying to figure out when I can be here. But I'm left with literally an hour and a half sometimes to come up with a design. So I hope that if you have any feedback, or you'd have other suggestions then on how I can help you with that, that'd be awesome. Hello, Barb. Hello, Shell. Thank you for saying hello and for joining me. But I just finished my story tale of how tight my schedules are. Well, most of you know, I still have younger kids who still need our attention for driving and activities and things like that, but because they're just involved in so much stuff, which is fantastic. And I'm not complaining. It's just, how do I fit my crafting world into it? So, because it keeps me sane. And all of you, when we're crafting in person or virtually, you know, it fills my soul. And I'm really appreciative, and it keeps me literally sane. Okay, so that's my rant. So, you know, if you like the Mondays and the Mondays work, I will definitely make it work. Otherwise, I'm really pushing it to Fridays. And those are really, really hard. So that, because my week in between then gives me time to create. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate the comments. Hello, Lucy. Oh, hello, Shell. Oh, Karen, I already said hi, Shell. Thank you, Shell, for the comments. I love your posts too, by the way, you know, and they're fantastic as well. Okay, I'm going to flip my screen. And before I do, just a couple reminders. We are at the end of August, which means if you have not claimed any of your bonus day coupons, you need to get them in. we're also at the last day or last week for 15% off designer series papers. So you need to get those orders in as well. And if you need help, just let me know and I will help you. Hello, Ashley. Thanks for joining. And then I had one more. Oh, yeah. And then my special. I was going to have the prizes ready to show you, but this is the last week for you to enter in my summer promotion. And I'm going to try and get back to my emails to remind you. So I have a few prizes I've been collecting, and for anybody that's been participating since July, your name's been put in a draw, whether you registered for an event with me, whether you participated in something or you commented, liked, or whatever. It's in a draw. You get extra draw tickets when you place orders and register for events, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the bowl is really full. I left it in the other room. And I don't have my earbuds in, so I can't leave my mic. So, the joy. Okay, let's get started. So, I'm going to flip you to my table. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to get rid of my keypad, or my keyboard, I should say. So, there's my global design project for the week. And hopefully you can hear me well. I'm just going to clean up a couple of things here and make sure I have everything. So I do have my glass mat today. And because we're going to get a little messy. Because we have to do some, some water here. And I must say, I was quite impressed. I have other glass mats from other companies, but I've done a lot on this glass of mat. And I've loved the fact that I don't have to pull out any other tools. And I just keep wiping and wiping my table. So anyway, you've seen lots of people advertise it. I'm not going to get into it. But if you don't have one, you definitely want to put this on your wish list. Everybody, all the demonstrators use it anyway. So I just haven't been using mine religiously. But it is fantastic. Okay, let's get back to the fun stuff and why we're here. So today is Case the Designer, which is Susan Wong. I believe she's from Australia. But you can definitely look her up in Facebook, on Instagram, and obviously I believe she has a blog, but I didn't look at that one in much detail. And it's got a lot of coloring, which was a lot of fun. Now I've already made a couple of them, so I wanted to share them with you now, and then we're going to do another one. So here's two that I made. I want to just try different things first. And these were easy to do. So again, I probably didn't start designing till 5 o'clock because I didn't get home till 5. Luckily, we had leftovers for dinner. And all I did was use 2 of the ephemera packs. So this one is the fully flowering ephemera pack and the saying something ephemera pack, both of which are in the current annual catalog. And that saves you a ton of time. So if you have these packs, it's literally easy to take your sentiments and match it with the flowers, and voila, you'll have a ton of cards. And then the nice thing is I just pulled out ribbons. I'm not too sure what she used here, but it looks like ribbon or washi tape or something. I'm not 100% sure. But I pulled out ribbons and then just added the ribbons. And I really liked the black and white, how it pops on her design. And so I wanted to try it. And I think the black and white pops a lot more than, say, a different color on there. So, let me know what you think. I did use watercolored paper, so we are going to do that as well. So there's a lot of options in there, and it was quick and easy to do. So it's a great way to get started and put some cards together. Now you could do the same thing, and I wanted to do a scrapbook page, but I didn't have enough time. But you can easily do the same thing for scrapbooking as well. Your just palette is a bit bigger to paint. So let's get started. So this time I thought, okay, we need to stamp because I didn't stamp in any of them. And so I thought, okay, what am I going to do? Usually on Mondays, I like to do the class that I'm going to do on Wednesdays. But my sons, both of them, have games on Wednesday, so I'm screwed. So my husband has to take one and I have to take the other. So my class is now postponed. Oh, the joy. Let me tell you, rescheduling sucks. So I pulled out Unbounded Love. and decided to try and figure out how to use this. Now, bear with me, I haven't made a template yet. So we're going to create together. And I decided to use 3 colors because she's got a lot of color, and then I tried to use a lot more color here, and I kind of like more color. Now remember, this is case. So, you know, it's literally copy and share everything, or copy and I think they use the E as edit, right? I forget how that goes. So if anybody's there, write in the comments what the other sentiment, like I've always known it as copy and share everything. So you can just do what you have. But then there's another phrase for it. I think it's copy and, I don't know what the S is, and edit, like the E is editing. So if anyone knows it, share it in the comments here. Okay. So let's grab, so I've decided to use a watercolor because it's water and we don't want too much. I didn't want too much of a mess. Actually, my niece was here yesterday and I have so much stuff everywhere. She wanted to blend, she wanted to watercolor, and she's 6.5 and she did a fantastic job. And I will post her creations today because I let her take it all home. So, and then she asked if she had her pajamas so she could sleep over and continue crafting in my room. So we made quite a mess, so I did have to clean that up today as well. Okay, so I don't know where I put my pack of watercolor, but it is slightly stippled or whatever. It's not smooth. If you want smoother watercolor paper, then I suggest you buy the Vicky Boutin watercolored paper. It comes in a 12 by 12 sheet and you do get a lot more out of it. Ours are 6 by 9 and I had it sitting here to show you, but now I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. So our watercolor paper is 6 by 9. So you're able to get 2 card fronts out of that. But I do like the smooth better. Okay. So yeah, there's a Stampin' Up product I switch out a lot. Okay, so I've decided to use Pretty in Pink with Summer Splash and Melon Mambo, I think. Now I had my card base, yeah. So we're gonna go with that. And I've already die cut my shape and I'm hoping I can heat emboss and bring these colors together. So this is a color combo that was shared with Stampin' Up! On our color combo coach. So I figured I'm going to stick to it and see what I get. Okay, so let's start with this. Now, you all know that Stampin' Up! Sells watercolor pens, watercolor paintbrushes, and they come in a set of 3. There's my 3rd. They come in a set of 3, and many of you also have the old school one, which I really like. So I've got my old school one here. Doesn't matter, use whatever. You can even use normal paintbrushes, whatever you like. Now, I usually take the little squares and put them here, but I don't have the little squares. So I'm gonna take a block and just fill it with my Pretty in Pink ink, and then we're just gonna go to town. So I'm grabbing my thick brush. Now there's water in here already, so you know, you can squeeze and add your water here, and you can see there's, I don't know, yeah, you can sort of see there's droplets going on there, and you can blend. Or you can just grab a bowl of water, which is what I like to do, and literally just smear. Now, if it's too light, then obviously just go add more ink and get that on there. Nothing perfect, just smear. I'm going to use this as my template to make sure I have enough showing. So I need a bit more. Oh, there's a lot already there. It's going to be a little thicker, so I may not do my drip lines. Don't have to. And that should be about right. Okay, so I'll clean that off. Just going to grab another paper towel. Because we want to make sure that you just get all that ink off. And I just grab my paper towel while that's drying. Now, if it's still too wet and you want to play with it, then just grab your heat tool and dry it up. But I'm cool. Now, you could put, she had it a little darker, so maybe after I already cleaned it, you could put another line or two to make it a little darker along the top, if you want, after I just finished cleaning it. So you just pretty much want to, you know it's clean, that you're going to get stain. I always have stains on mine. And once I have another one I want to show you too. Anyway, I'll have to do that on another day because it's a little more work. You'll have it a little stained, but just as soon as your brush goes on the paper towel clear, I should say, then it's clean and good to go. Now, they also had the drip lines, but I don't know if I got some pink on there. I don't know if I want the drip lines this time, but you can definitely add them in. But I definitely want that splatter. So I'm just gonna take this off with my block. That's another great thing about blocks. You can just use them for so many things. Okay, so we're gonna take our, oh, I do need it, duh. I did this every single time. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna add some ink to our other. I'm just gonna take some water off because I think I put too much. And then you're just gonna take the lid and just splatter. So now I'm not worried. Now, if you don't have a surface like I do with the glass mat, then I strongly recommend you put paper towel or paper underneath. Now I want those dark ones, just so you know. And then you can create your little splatter there. I'm okay with making a mess because I have my glass mat, easy to wipe after. So I'm not too concerned. Now, maybe a little more splatter down here. And the reason I'm putting a little more splatter is because I didn't do the drip lines. Now, you can, I'll just maybe, so if I was to do the drip lines, I would add a ton of ink and water and literally, I might ruin this, but you can literally add your water and just let it run down. Now, I'm not putting lots because I don't want my drip lines, but I just want to show you how you can do it. So that's how I did it on mine, and I just literally let it run down, but I don't want that, so I'm going to try and blend that in. So yeah, it's messy, and it's supposed to be messy, and I want it messy. Okay, so let's clean that off because we're going to have that as our pattern anyway. And now I'm debating if I should do something else. That's a bad thing. Okay. Okay, I just got a little ink inside, so I'm just going to clean my lid and dump that out onto my paper towel. And then we're good. Okay, we're clean again. So you can use whichever you want for blending. Now, while that's drying, let's get our stamping done. So we'll move our ink and water out of the way and also our little pieces. And I'm just gonna grab my chamois and wipe everything off so I don't get it on anything else. Squeak, squeak. There we go. I'll just dry that real quickly. I think I should be good. So yeah, so my niece, she's like, blending is hard. And I'm like, yeah, blending is hard because you chose really pastel-y colors. Let's try some darker colors. And she's like, okay. So this is the remnants of her blending. Just wanted to show you. And then we did cut out all the leaves and she was like, wow, that's like magic. Can we do that again? And I'm like, sure. So anyway, I should have took a picture. I think I did of all her colors here. It was hilarious. Hello, Irene. Long time no talk. Hope you're all coming to team meeting. So this is what we're doing, which is September 12th, by the way. So if anybody else is around, you're welcome to come. Okay, so we need a sentiment for that one. And there's so many great ones in here. So I wanted to flip it the other way. So I was thinking of doing, I can't do happy birthday with that one, but I was thinking of doing with sympathy. There's also You've Got This Friend, which is another one we could try. But yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens. So we're going to take this little insert. So I did die cut this twice. Now let's find friend, which is, let's see if it, I want to make sure it spaces really well. So this one is so itty bitty. It might be too small in my opinion. You've got this. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where is it? Yeah, to me, it's just too small. I like things a little bigger. So I do have, is there a, Faith? No, it's not the one I want. Okay, it's not there. Okay, let's try. I was going to pull out a different stamp set too. Where is it? With sympathy. Where is it? Oh, what does it look like? There it is. Nope, it's not that one. Nope, it's, nope. Where is it? You're very, oh, what's that one? You're a true blessing. Oh, that one's a good too. To you and yours. Why can't I find, oh, there it is. With sympathy. I'm like, why can't I find it? Okay, I like that one better because it has a nice big word. Okay, so we're gonna grab our block and we're gonna need some heat embossing powder and stuff. So if you don't have a glass mat that's sturdy like this one, you definitely want to make sure you put a piercing mat or something underneath. Okay, so we're gonna grab our Versamark. Let me just make sure I'm plugged in. Nope, I'm not. Hang on. I forgot to plug in my heat embossing tool because my other two things did not need it. So just bear with me here. Gotta find a plug. Found one. I think I'm gonna need a new heat embossing tool because I've dropped it a few times already. Okay, so we're gonna type with sympathy, and because I can't put my head in the camera, I'm just gonna line this up on my grid and try and go straight as best as I can. And we already put some embossing powder on there. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I've been going through a lot of white powder and I participated in some swaps so that when the retreat comes, we have lots of samples to look at and get inspiration from. Oh, I might have been too much. Let's see. We shall see. I think I held it down too long, so now I've got, it's too thick. We'll see. I got another trick if it doesn't work well. Yeah, there's a bubble in there for some reason. Okay, so we'll try and get that bubble out. Probably won't be able to, but I'll make it pretty. I'm gonna get rid of some of this extra that's sitting around. Okay, and then we're gonna pick this up. I'm gonna use, I can't use my heat gun with my fingers because then we'll burn ourselves. Just go like that. Get this out of the way. Oh, I forgot to put my spoon back. Grab our heat tool. It's gonna get a little loud. I'm gonna do it off to the side. Just because it's a little too loud and I don't have my earplugs to zone it all out. Or I should say earbuds, not earplugs. That would be a bad thing. Okay, so we're just heating up. Almost done. Almost there. Just got to get the 3 letters in there. Okay, I think I'm finished. And I'm gonna grab my pokey stick and show you a trick. And my card's already dry. So, if you have a gel roller pen, you can go over it. Just gonna make sure, grab some scrap here, that it's working. Yep, okay. Okay, there's this like fruit fly or something hanging out here with us. Oh, I caught it, but then I didn't. So I take my gel pen and just fill in those gaps. So it's really handy because the holiday season is coming up to have a white gel pen and a gold gel pen for the holiday season. And this is my trick for filling it in. So instead of heat embossing a second time, and it just really fills those little holes that might be in there. So gel pens we don't sell, but you can pick them up at your local craft store. Okay, and now that's a lot better. Like my nail, oh thanks. They're very hard to keep long. So, okay, so there we go. Here's our card front. So I'm gonna check because I may or may not like this design. Now, this is gonna go inside. So we don't have our drips, but this is our center. And then I was thinking, do we add more leaves? And we could put another one up here because I did die cut the other two shapes just in case, or we can add more down here, which might be an option. So then it has the pink in behind. I might do that and add another one down below. So then we still have our focal. Now you're probably like, well, how does that stick all together? Well, we can either Pop-Tart it up or leave it flat. And I'm thinking we can do both. Okay, so I usually like to just take tear tape. There's two things you can do. Oh, okay, I'll show it on the one, because I do have another one because I had to cut it out. So I'll show you what I can do with that one. Okay, so we line this up because it's very flimsy. I just take my tear tape and put it along the edge. And I'm really anal, so I like to just use my scissors to keep it flush. And then I'll do another one maybe here from the corner. Even though it's tear tape and you can just use your fingers, I still like to use scissors or a ruler or something because that's just me. Okay, there you go. So that'll hold it in place. And then got a little bit on this edge, but that's okay because it's just fitting on the inside. There, little flexy. And then we can cheat because we can use that to hold the whole card down on the front. So I'm just gonna pull this back. This one I probably wouldn't make multiple times just because this is a little intricate, but those special people in your life definitely can enjoy this one. Okay, and then that'll fit here. Now I'm gonna take that off and here, so we can reuse this. Why waste this tape? So I was gonna Pop-Tart it, like use dimensionals, but then I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. Okay, so we're gonna add another one down here to give us another dimension. Then we can add the other one up top as we like or see fit. And then we can stick that there, and that becomes our focal point on the front of the card. So similar, but not exactly the same. So now we just need our card base. So I'm just gonna score it because I'm not very good at just folding like most people. Okay, then grab our bone folder here. Oh, hello, Alana. Thank you. So I'm gonna show you another way you could do it. And then this here. So I wanted to go two-tone because I think she kind of did as well. And then now this all just kind of stays up. You know, I really love the simplicity of this card. Now you can add gems if you want. You could have added some gold twine in behind and weave that through as well to give it a little more lift. But I'm just trying to stay true to the to Susan Wong's design. So like at least as much as I can with my own little spin. Okay. So these card fronts are easy to make. Just a little bit of water and your favorite ink colors. I don't think I have, oh no, she took like her favorite colors, purple, my niece. And she literally colored the whole thing purple. It was kind of funny. A whole watercolor sheet, 6x9, purple. I was like, oh my goodness, what are you doing, girl? But it is her choice. These pads always fall off. So these corner pads, not sure if anybody has that problem now. So that's one. Now the other thing you can do is a little more tedious, but fun. Says you could take basic whites and then, so you get some color in the back. I'm going to grab my glue. Let's see if it's working. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna just grab my silicone mat. She called this a plastic mat and I said, no, it's silicone. And she's like, silicone, what's that? I was like, never mind. I was like, just, you know, just use it for glue. Okay. So yeah, she's kind of cute. So I will share pictures of her because I have permission, but she's all over Facebook anyway from grandparents, but she's so cute. Anyway, I'm looking forward to her actually being allowed to sleep over and craft with a 6.5-year-old in my craft studio. That would be so much fun. Okay, but her attention span is a little low. She had to pause and go see what her cousins were doing and then go hang out with my youngest, Bishop. Okay, so we're just gonna lay that down. Make sure you have enough room all around. So this is a little flimsy, which kind of gives it character, I think. Now you can position that however you like. Like so. And then you have the white underneath, which I think is kind of nice too. So you can easily stamp a sentiment here on the inside. Now, if I screw up, obviously it's not going to work, right? So let's see if happy birthday works. Oh, it's a little tight, but we can make it work. So let's grab this. Get this out of the way. So I'm not going to heat emboss it, but let's get some, let's do the pink. If we were to switch, I'm going to grab some pink. Ooh, the sun's shining through on my desk. I don't think I'll need my lights. And I'm going to try and fit that in there. Hopefully it goes well. There we go. So this is just a different way. And then you can take your lovely scissors. Now, I'm not very good at fussy cutting. So I'm just taking my pencil and giving myself a way out here so that I know where to go. The square side's not so much, but just here. So this is a little trick I learned from Erica Serwin. And she's like, if you're not very good, use a pencil and then you'll get those marks. You'll get a trace line that you can work with to get you where you need to go. Oh, and I still screwed it up. Okay. Now, and if you have any marks, you just take an eraser and clean it up. Or I like to try to go on the inside of the pencil, so then that way I don't have much to clean up after. Okay, so you remember whenever you're using precision scissors, you don't move the scissors, you move the paper. And that's what gets you, that's the beauty, and gets you that beautiful intricate flow through there. Okay, then we go like this. And then we just cut straight lines. So now you could have left this as the front if you wanted to. But I just wanted to show you another option, which was in my head as well. Okay, there's all my eraser marks. So you could literally put this over top and have the white on there as well. So that is another alternative and gives you a different look to your card. See that? And there's the other. So I'm not sure what you like. Do you like the heat embossed with the two-tone, or do you like the stencil with the stamp? Like it's kind of like a stencil. So just let me know which one you like better, because then maybe that's what I'll submit for my design project. So I don't know which one to submit, but those are my 3 cards. I did 3, and like I said, I work and I try and get this done for you early so I can be on time for the week. But those are our 3 that we've done. Does it fit? I think it does. So again, these 2 use ephemera packs, so just use whatever you have. And this one is with stamping. Now this one flows more like her design, because she had the running streaks coming down on her card. And then this one, I didn't bother with the streaks because I felt like it's bigger. So I wanted a little more glamour. Now, I probably will add a couple, here, let's do that. So if we take a couple gems, let's use the iridescent, because this one's fun. This one was a favorite when we got together as a team last month. And let's see how these look. Look how shiny they are in the light in my camera. Wowzers. So we can add a couple here and there to jazz it up. And then one more up top maybe. And then that gives it a little more bling to show off around the actual. So, holy Hannah, the sun's shining right through. I'm just gonna turn off my light because it's too much glare. So you see all those shadow lines on my photos, on my cards, and like both, but I like the second one better. Like, oh, like this second one, Irene? Is that what you mean? Like, you like that one better? Is that what you're saying? But this light is shining right through. And totally like, wowzers. Oh, we could have also put the same colors on there. So now I'm just going to take some rhinestone gems, some plain ones. And where did I put my other? And then we can add a few here as well, so you can see the difference that one might make. And then here, I'm just gonna do 3 along the line. Something like that. Oh, wow, that's sun. But I think the white heat embossed is better. Okay, yeah. Don't like the streaks. Oh, you don't like the streaks? Yeah, okay. Me neither. I don't like the streaks either. I like it better like this. Okay, so maybe we'll share this one with, I'll share all 3, but I think this is my feature one then. This one. the second one. I love all of your opinions. I love the fact that you all have different tastes. Okay, so wow, sun, like really right through my big 6x6 window, which has not happened ever. So I'm gonna flip it because the sun is crazy. So thank you so much for joining me. That is my global design project for the week. So I hope that inspires you to create and see how easy it is to just take a little bit of water. Now, if you don't have watercolor paper, that's okay. You can use thick basic white cardstock as well. I caution you on plain basic white, even though all our colored cardstock is thick. But if you put too much water, it does soak in quite a bit. And then you can see kind of like the ripple effect or a smudgy kind of look. So that's why I just recommend, stick to watercolor paper or thick basic white. Okay, that's it. So thanks for all your sharing. And I won't be here Wednesday, but I'm going to try and do my recording because we have 2 soccer games in 2 different fields. So chaperoning, but unfortunately I couldn't get it done earlier. And then we have soccer Tuesday, Thursday. And so yeah, that's my life. Okay, we'll see you soon. And it's a long weekend coming up. So I hope you all have wonderful plans. If not, well, I might be, stay tuned because I might actually have a crafty day just for fun out here at my house. If anybody, because I got to keep my mojo going. So we'll talk soon. Take care and happy stamping.